Yeah, we can just go straight to questions. It's fine.
All right, first question, as far as road games go, this was pretty close for you guys, about 65 miles. Your couple players talked about going in, still treating it like a road game, still treating it like a business trip as they called it. So how did you take it, going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, we do that. We came down the night before. We don't treat it any different. I was the head coach at Eastern Michigan, and even when we would play, like at Toledo or something that was close, I still would always go down the night before. I just think you got to kind of keep a regimen, the shoot around time, just the pregame, all that. It's just hard to turn it on and turn it off when you just get in and off a bus. I want to give Oakland a lot of credit. I thought they played better than they had all year, which you knew they were going to. I mean, it was a great marketing opportunity for them with the blackout and a really good crowd. And I thought their team did a really, really nice job of competing and getting after it a little bit. And we knew that was going to happen. I mean, kids that maybe aren't shooting the ball well statistically were going to shoot better because it's Michigan State. So it's good for our kids to come into this environment and have to perform, and really handle the crowd and handle the momentum.
Coach, what do you think about the blacktop court?
I love it.
Yeah,
when Greg was doing it, I started my career here, so I've known Greg a long time. In fact, I would tell you that I wouldn't be the coach at Michigan State if it wasn't for him. I really, when I was an assistant here, I was kind of thinking about, is this for me? Is it not for me? And when I was 25, he was like, Suzy, you're going to be a great head coach. And he encouraged me to apply for the Saginaw Valley job. And I just did it for experience, the job, So I ended up getting the job, and then I was like, uh-oh, now what do I do? But I owe my career to him, really, I do. And so when he was doing the blacktop thing, we talked quite a bit, obviously, basketball, whatever. And he was telling me about it, and I was like, I don't know how that's going to look black. And I pictured it like completely black. But how it's faded out like that, almost that charcoal, kind of lighter black charcoal, dark gray, it looks so cool. I think it's one of the neatest, to me, one of the neatest things I've seen on a basketball court in a long time. And then the lighting too, the way you guys do the lighting here with the bright lights like that, it really feels like, it lightens that up too, and it really looks like a stage, and it's a really amazing arena to play a game, and also I think to watch a game.
One of your players had a big game today. We had 4 of them in double digits, but Jasmine Hinds had 21 points. She got off to a quick start too in the first quarter. So talk about what you saw from her today.
Yeah, I mean, Jazz hadn't been playing her A game lately, it seemed like, but she was kind of overthinking it. But we felt like we could establish ourselves inside against these guys, and they just didn't have the firepower down there. I think they didn't have a lot of post players they could run at us, so we felt like even if we maybe didn't make the shot, we could put them at a disadvantage in foul situations, which I thought we did a good job. I mean, Nash got in foul trouble a little bit there. So we did. We tried to attack the inside early, and I thought Jazz did a nice job of responding and accepting that and really being ready to finish.
Talk about that second half. It looked like a lot more physical than the first. So did you guys make any adjustments even though you were up 13 points at the half?
No, I mean, the things we had to worry about, we didn't do a very good job handling their dribble drive situation. We were fouling too much. I mean, we had 7 fouls in that second quarter, just silly hand checks. We were staring at the ball for back cuts, and that should never happen. We don't overplay. We don't deny. We should never get beat on a back cut. So I thought they did a good job in the dribble drive, especially I thought number 10 and Gleason were the two that I thought really got away from us a little bit off the bounce in that second quarter. So we really talked about really being ready to switch their X cuts. They drive at you and they kind of flip it, and then they it's not a ball screen, but it's kind of, a rub screen, I guess. So doing a better job of switching that. And then the only thing I was disappointed in, we didn't date and X out like we're supposed to at the top on the switch of the ball screen, roll down, replace. We should have been date and X out that. So we just didn't do a very good job of that.
Another question, last time around, but changing to the 4 quarters instead of 2 halves, does that change at all anything the way you address games?
Hasn't changed like how I address games. I haven't done as good of a job as 2-for-1s as I should. I know that. Like that was a focal point for me early. We have opportunities now, 3 of them versus 1, in 2-for-1 situations, and I haven't done a good job of managing that as I should. I don't like the quarters, but I've been a head coach for 21 years with halves, so I'm just old school. I hate the advancement. I don't like any rule they've passed you know, I don't know if it's better for women's basketball. I mean, you should ask the fans that as a coach. I like halves. I know there's 2 less timeouts in the game in terms of media situations. But the timeouts are longer too now, so I'm not sure that even, I don't know, does it weigh it out? But, you know, I'm just old. It's just, I've been at it a long time, so I look at it where I like how things used to be, you know, and I'm a defensive coach, so giving the offense on a timeout an opportunity to score in the quarter court and the advance rule, I hate that. After you've worked really hard to have a lead and now they have to go the length of the court and now you call timeout and they don't have to. So I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit negative Nancy about this stuff, but that's just how I'm built. I mean, the 4 quarters I don't love, but I could handle that, I guess, you know, but I don't know if it's made a difference. I mean, I should ask you guys that. I mean, do you feel like the games are faster? Do you feel like it's more enjoyable, more entertainment?
It gives it more of an NBA feel to it. I mean,
Lines
it
up with
does
the
do
pro
that.
game.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the no 1-on-1s. That's
Yeah.
another thing I think there's
That
something
takes
to
a
say.
that's a missing college element.
Yeah,
No doubt.
I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that because I just think pressure free throws, that's what the game's about. When you foul someone, having to make 2 at the front end is a lot different when you're standing up there with a game on the line and for sure getting 2 shots. So again, I'm old school. I just kind of like it the way it was, but gotta move on, right? Can't be a dinosaur forever, I guess. Any other questions?
I think that's it for me.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot.